I have been on a fan art kick ever since I did the drawing cartoon characters from memory video. And by kick, I mean I did 2 of them. So I did Jean, and now I'm going to be doing Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls. I am going to be doing all 3 of them, and I will probably finish all 3 of them before I even finish the rest of the Bob's Burgers characters. But, you know, it's only because, I don't know, they're funner to draw, I guess. And I'm excited to do Linda, but I'm not so excited to do Bob. I don't even know if I really want to do him. I might just do Linda and leave Bob out. But that's neither here nor there, because that is not what this is about. This is about Blossom. So when I did the drawing cartoon characters from memory video, I did do all 3 of them, and I wasn't like completely off the mark on them, but they looked really crazy looking. And so that made me really want to do some like really cool fan art of them. Actually, there was this old cartoon where there was like this Dexter and Powerpuff Girls mashup. Oh, I wish I knew the name of it. If anyone knows what the name of that cartoon is, I would love to continue reading it. I haven't read that in years. It was like Dexter and Powerpuff Girls like mashup cartoon. Oh, I loved it. Okay, anyways. So for this, I wanted to do all 3 of the girls, and I wanted to stick to the style that I did the other ones in, which is their skin, any parts of their actual body doesn't have any color on it. It's just like line and pin and cross hatching and all that. And then every other part of them does have color. So their hair, any accessories they have, any clothing they have is in color. But the way I usually do it is that I usually have black hair, because with the last ones, like with Jean, Louise, and oh my gosh, how am I forgetting her name? Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking with Jean, Louise, and the other one. Oh, Tina. Oh my gosh, with Jean, Louise, and Tina. They all have black hair, so it kind of fell into my style, because whenever I do character, they usually have black hair. But for her, she has freaking red hair, or orange hair, I guess, but red hair. So it took me out of my comfort zone, because I wanted to put black everywhere. I love to do black in drawings. I love to do like solid black, like a big mass of solid black somewhere. And I was not able to do that in this one, only because I was sticking to the color scheme of the original work, obviously, which is the cartoon, the Powerpuff Girls cartoon. So I couldn't give her like a ton of black, because, you know, it's not Blossom. This is Blossom. It's not Buttercup, it's Blossom. So I had to make sure I stuck with it. So that was hard, because I really was struggling. I was about to like paint her hair black. I was about to paint her sweater black. Like, I was about to do it all out. But I decided I was going to stick with the original art, and so I stuck as close to the colors as I could get. I don't have the best ink when it comes to like the orange. I didn't have the best ink for that, so it didn't, I mean, the hair turned out okay. I wish it would have been more solid. Like, I wish I knew how to work with Copics, because I feel like this in Copics would have been so freaking nice. This would have been such a cool piece of art in Copic markers, but you know, I don't know what I'm doing with those, so I should probably learn. Even though I'm not like a marker type of person, I'd much rather paint, but I would want to learn, because for times when I feel like my art would look good in it, I would love to do that. Now her sweater, oh my gosh, I did so horrible. I don't know what I was doing when I was painting this, but I guess I didn't base it out in water like I usually do first. I just like went for it with the ink straight on it, and that was not a good idea. Her sweater came out very patchy. I do end up putting another coat on this so it doesn't look as patchy as it looks right now, but it's still not the greatest once I'm done with it. So, you know, it is what it is. What you gonna do? It's not like, I mean, with inks, it's not, you can just keep adding layers and it looks better. You keep adding layers and it looks worse. So I was gonna add like a bunch of layers and then make it look even worse than it already looks. So besides all that, I do like the way she turned out though. I feel like I stuck pretty closely to what the drawing, what the original art is. I feel like I like kept all the colors I needed to keep. I even made her eyes freaking pink, okay? But then she kind of looked like a vampire, so I had to throw some lines inside of there just to like break it up a little bit. You know, you can still see the pink a little bit, not too much, but you can still see it. If you're like really looking at it, you can still see the pink. So my thought with this was that I was gonna make, well, all 3 of them, I'm gonna make them like InstaBABes type of people. So that's what I'm going for. So basically what I do with this process is I go on Instagram, I go on Pinterest, and I like search through all of them until I find someone that has a pose that I think would work with my art. And so I use that pose as reference, and then I like draw in the facial features and all that other junk. So that's usually how I get my fan art done, because if I don't look at a reference, I usually, my proportions are usually off when I don't look at a reference. Like, it still looks cute to me, but they usually look like a baby face, and their eyes are like big and bigger than what a human's eye should be, I guess. But yeah, I usually do like a baby face when I don't have a reference. So I need a reference to keep me on track with my art. I do like the style I draw in when I don't have a reference, though. It's like two different styles, but I like them both. And I should do more of the other one because I haven't done just like no reference art in a while. And that has to do with Inktober, because for Inktober last year, for 2018, I was doing like all reference art. Anyways, I'm getting so off topic. Oh my gosh, focus, girl. Okay. So this is freaking Blossom as an InstaBABE, as I was trying to do her. I feel like, you know, this is what she would look like if she was a grown-up InstaBABE. I'm not saying that that's what her personality is, but, you know, I feel like that's what she would look like if she had an Instagram and she was in this day and age. She was like, yeah, I saved the world last night. What of it? Pay me no attention. I'm clearly losing my mind. Anyways, this is all the art I have, and that's it. Okay, bye.